Okay, guys. So, this video is very important video to make. This is going to be Gecko's pathway, every pathway. So, you go to Miko breakdowns, you give me double, I give you quadruple. And I break, I give you quadruple. Give me one pound, give me 1 pound, I give you 600, 2 pounds. Miko breakdowns. And for Mike, you for a kilo with Oscar. Breakdowns. This drug is breath. And you go to Nuka Fireball. So if you want trouble, I give you trouble. So you give me trouble. I Nuka Fireball. It's like we use my persona avatars for Nuka OS, like literally. So the breakdowns is basically on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/OB Nexus, O for Oscar, B for Bravo, I for India, S for Nova, E for Echo, X for X-ray, U for Umbrella, and Z for Sarah. But you go to breakdowns, I breathe, I give you money. You give me money, I breathe, I double it, So today we're going to be introducing the breakdowns and the fireball dance, Muka Fireball. So Muka Fireball is Muka, 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 BAM! That's a fireball. See I bend my leg, first phrasing, Muka, 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 BAM! Fireball. Can breathe through. Ice ball as well. I don't know how cool my breath is anyway. But the idea is it's a ball of fire. It's a ball of fire, fireball! Heat up your hand, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so this basically video is on the no lockout system. Basically, you go to Nuko Dragons, the breakdowns, you know, and you go, what do you give me? I double it. If you give me this headset, give you double the headset back with money and saying that. Anyway, in assets anyway. And then we have the Freedom Dots. I won't call it the Gecko's Way, the way spark, Freedom Way, Freedom Gecko Way. The Gecko, G for Golf, E for Echo, C for Charlie, H for Kilo, O for Oscar. Gecko Way. Gecko Way. Because, go to Dragon's Trance, which is the fireball. I've demonstrated. And you got the breakdowns, because they're going to give you double your investment. And you got the Muko Turtle dance. So I'm going to just demonstrate the Muko Gecko dance, but also Muko Turtle. I will do the Muko Turtle later, but this is about the Gecko. So we go to Dragons, we go to Turtle, we go to Gecko. So you guys to the breakdowns and the Gecko's way of life and okay. According to the song, the song basically, Gecko has a way of life. So basically, you go to breakdowns for the dragons, you go to five for you go to Gecko break, Gecko way of life dance. Way of life. Basically, this is the way of life. This is how they breathe. It's not the breakdowns, it's like the present. This is for the breakdowns of dragon. So Google is like this. This is like Drake's right foot up, just do something. That's a movement. But you have to be like a gecko. You have to be as loose as a gecko, guys. I swear, I can't download this and see how it was in the whole set of people. To a gecko. But you have to stretch yourself first, guys. Stretch your hips, just don't break them. Be careful how you do them. But, and stretch before you do this one. You have to stretch very well. But I'm happy because I'm getting my money also, so yeah, I sort myself out. I need to stretch myself out, I'm going to stretch my legs to my hamstrings. Gotta do my hamstrings. I'm gonna do my hamstring bend down before I do anything else. To the back of my feet. I'm gonna do a bit more here. Which should be fine. Actually fine for this kind of thing I'm doing. So, it's not a problem for me to do it anymore. So, let's do the dance. So, basically, right foot up, and then forward, left foot slide at the back. So right foot up, move forward, left foot on the back. That's the first step. And then left foot up, left foot up. I think it's using half. So you have to do the half to get it right. So it's a half step in. So so you see, you're fighting, but you can half step in. So right foot up, forward, left foot slide, left foot slide. And see how I'm moving my leg. I don't want to do it wrong. So I'm you got the left foot up, left foot up. Right, so this is my right foot forward. So you put your right foot forward, and your left foot is going to go to the back, half of the back, and then you have to do turn around, left foot forward, left foot forward, left foot forward, and then your right foot slide. That's the first step of it. Basically, the half step, you're sliding your legs. You're half step, so you get half step, and you're moving the house and your position. But you're now using the slide, and it's actually you're going forward, so right foot forward. So this is a right foot up, left foot side, which is Drake stuff, because I love Drake. You have left foot forward, right foot forward, left foot slide, and then the left foot forward, right foot slide, but you're in one spot, and then you have to do the other thing. So basically you have to angle your face on, like this. So you have to do like this. So when you have your right foot forward, you bring the left foot, middle leg, here I put my hand in, and then my left foot forward, is my left foot down, so the rest of my left foot. So I moved I still put my right foot, so I put my right foot forward, and then my left foot led to my right foot, and I brought the pocket. So you can do any angle you want. Your hand can go any angle. Let's go here. So usually a song, in the play strict song, but I'm gonna start dancing it with this kind of music. But this is really the Luca Oil blue sequence. Like it's trident. It's nothing formal today, but So I'm trying to start here. So I can't be seen here. 1 second, guys. I want to just move my feet. Because it's really a full work thing for now. So, so put your feet here. So 3, 2, 1. Right foot forward, left foot slide. Left foot forward, slide. And then now you go here. Now you get a competition. Now you go forward again. And forward again. Up again and take your hand up. So your hand is facing as a T pose. Then you go to you can do the A pose. So basically, you guys get an A pose in as well. If you move side to side, that's going to be half of it. But you have to be at an angle. So you have to go any angle. It has to be free to move, and your legs can move it any way you want. Like the geckos do. So it's like you have to do between your hips too. That's you put it into 3 parts. So the 3 parts are you have the half step, which like taking half a step. You face forward, so you go the side step or the grab step. Then you have half of that grab step, half of that step as a grab. So half a step of the grab. It's like literally one half step, one through half a step of your step. You can go in half, go in 1 full step, so it's a full side step or half a side step. You pivot, you get a half step. So that's just kind of step also too. So it's a grab step, pivot, half, grab step. Pivots, one full step, 1 full half step, 1 half step. But if you take it, relax. So let's do from the squash now. Let me try to do 3 to 3 to 3 to 3 to 1. I got my hands ready. 3 to 1. Oh my days, I'm a gecko. I'm a gecko fucking, again, I can do my own dance, man. I'm so proud of myself. Now I'm doing back to I can see the good in the direction, guys. It really just matters, just don't hit anybody with your hands, that's what I don't want you guys to do. So this is all you have to use, we are free to move around. That's the freedom now, so that's the way of the gecko. So you get the way of the gecko dance. So the way the gecko is listening, yes and no. So basically, my operating system, you have the way of the gecko, which is every pathway, everything that's every way you can go in life, you're allowed to go there. Every pathway, every shape of the problem, every shape you're allowed to get the masquerade. So you have to masquerade, so you can breathe a masquerade, no masquerade. No mask, you can with mask means you're scared, you're angry or something, but masking is basically terror of people. It means people try to fit into something they're not, box themselves, without even knowing it, because masking is bad for your mental health, believe it or not. But that's the thing, it's terrible, because you have to fit in to something you don't want to do. For example, if a person from the press I was listening to a video from the brand new joint in the UK, has to be the press as well. And they were taking advantage of me for being like them. And then it gets worse and worse. But if I'm mastering, I help the depressed people get better. Because I don't stop being depressed. That's what masking is. You hide the reality you have. And you start to be part of the group that you don't want to be. And since this works that way, just to master it, to be part of it to make it better, to get something out of it. If not, if you can't make it better. And that's what masquerade is all about. So again, we're gonna play the song now and see how I put up in the this is Drake song. I don't know what the song is, but I'm gonna see what I can do it properly for this video, And I'm gonna do the Nuka bread dance, Nuka masquerade, philosophy, and you got the turtle dance and the turtle break dance. But the turtle I don't know break dance, but the turtle. I'm talking about the turtle, but come later. You got the Nuka dragons, which just means you have a basic T4 tolerance. Basically, they're yes and no verifier. So you have a custody system in place. You got Nuka, so you have a basic T4 tolerance. Basically, you have a remote repository, and that remote repository pointed to the gecko dances, kind of account. So you have 3 accounts. Dragon account, which is your Dragon account, your brilliant Dragon account. You have 2 pointers to that system. The Dragon is a pointer to itself, but she's trying to point the system. But it's an anchor. So you have 2 pointers, and the bread dance is got the Dragon breath, and you got the Dragon fireball. And those are 2 pointers, anchor pointers in the system, of the operating system. But that's one account, the Dragon account, the Nuko Dragon account. Now, that says yes, that says no. Yes, that says yes. So you can always breathe, you can always talk, you can breathe, live, and work. Breathe, live, and work. Breathe, live, and work. So that's it. You can breathe, live, and work. That's it. So, but you don't want to work. So it stops so it's just a recovery process of the working system. So, so you have the yes account, and you have yes, no, and maybe. Maybe. We have usually 2 values for that. So you have the drug can say yes to let you in. Then you got the child who can say no and rounded my decision. No. And the test is basically resilient, but so this says no, my shell is hard. My shell is hard. But welcome to the down shell. And you're the gecko, you're free to move. So if the gecko says yes, if it says maybe, the gecko says yes, let's move. And the gecko says no. No. And the turtle says no. So basically, this is a 3 to 1 mapping. So 3, just to be a state of 3 dragons. No, 1, 2 turtles. Turtle and dragon. No. So for example, you have addition like this. You have turtle, no, and dragon. So you get another chance to log in. Maybe you can log in this time. So you have no, maybe. No, maybe. No. So you have 2 no's to 1 maybe, and that maybe is a yes or no to log in. So no, so depending on how bad the penalty is, but they have to use the system stuff. So it's not lock you out in this work, but it's recorded. So if you have the just say no twice, the dragon steps in and says maybe yes or no. But let me ask what the gecko. Gecko, what do you say? That's how the behavior. The gecko says no, you're locked out. You're locked out. As you're not authorized, you know the right person to authorize you. You have to recover your account. You have to recover your account. And that's the where you hold to create an account, recover an account, start a new account online, and start with your PC and create a new account, from online cloud systems, So Turtle says no, two no's. Dragon says maybe, maybe, only maybe yes, and maybe no. And if you can decide yes or no in a staleness state, to decide that. Because the staleness state is basically you trying to remember, people to remember So it comes suffering, and when it begins, really protocol. But this is no lockout philosophy. The drug wants to say yes to you, but will not to you depending on your behavior. How do you go? The peer-to-peer model. So basically, the peer-to-peer model between what? The gecko, who makes the pathway, every pathway, shape, and form the problem encounters. What you do in your computer, like hacking your computer, hacking with OS, or something hacking something like computer, or being a bad actor. So the bad actor philosophy, this is what the gecko solves. No, the dragon souls. So dragon works with good actors and bad actors. And the good actors who use the computer technically. They want you to compute the right way, and the bad actors who want you to use it and mess it up, mess it up. But hack it, break it, destroy it, all this stuff. So dragons always work with the right person. So some people in dragon are pointing to the what? The gecko. And the gecko, this gentleman Jack, Dragon Jackson, the dragon points to the gecko, and the gecko points to the dragon, and does not point to it's not allowed to point, in this case, to, you can't have it back, it's going to point to the turtle. Oh yeah, to get complete to the turtle, yes, no. That's the reason we cannot point to basically they can say this in messages. So there's an truth one, but there were two-way order. So you can say I don't think about it properly. Think about it properly. So a turtle can say no to the dragon and the gecko. But no is contextual, so you have to be a condition between no, why, no, and yes, no. So if you say no, you can say yes too. So if you can say no, so basically it gives authority to perform the pathway and log into the system. But basically, the Nuko dragons, the Nuko turtles, are avatars of the spirits of the masculine, spirits of organisms, the people that can be you and spirits of you. So this is stillness protocol, which is preserve the spirit, the spirit being your signal, but your half signal. So the spirit is a half signal. So the half signal represents you logged in. But is it you, really you, logged in? Or is it your twin? Or is it your friend? Etc. So the half signal is between the imaginary number I, but half of the data set. Half true, half fake. A quarter true, a quarter fake. A quarter true, 3/3 fake. So this is half true, it's half a lie. But that's the first of the imaginary units of pi over complex number fields. But that's just what the triangle ruling is called triangle ruling. So the triangle ruling repository they have become /triangle ruling determines who gets to log in to point to who gets to authorize the gecko, the dragon. The dragon doesn't like authorizing. Let's say maybe, well, the dragon can, worst case, in the second degree, worst case, can authorize the system. But in the first degree, you have to recover your account. So basically, let's do the dance now. Finally, of this video of the protocol. So it's a Byzantine photo. The staleness meaning you encode the state before you last start. No matter how the computer is off, the formula of like a no lockout is really encoded in the system that is still. But you can lock you out temporarily if there's a time. You can lock you out fully. You can lock you out temporarily, and that temporarily is your reality, not my reality. So it's time capsule, especially s squared plus y squared equals t squared, where t is the time differentiation or the time dilation based on your reality, based on what's observed. So the tripolar Byzantine status Nuclear logging philosophy. But it doesn't lock you out in space. It doesn't take any space to lock you out. It takes time. So it takes your time. So basically, you look out for like 1 hour, Let's say the time is 1 hour maximum, not 2 hours. So just don't do this up. Just for 1 hour maximum. And they go in election for finding this for every election of a minimum of 1 minute. 1 minute to 1 hour. That's maximum lock procedure. If you fail to if you fail to lock yourself out, the point of which of that person. But these are the 2 points represent 2 to every step. So one system, 2 to 1 marker. So 2 points for every master, the spirit, like the dragon spirit, the dragon avatar, the dragon avatar. So 2 spirits, so 2 to 1 will be 2 breath and work, breathe and life, breath and life pointers to the dragon, breath and life to the gecko, and breath and life to the turtle. But they represent avatars of the system to dragon. But then you can system to model the trident logic system. So it is anchored in the philosophy of the work. So let's not do the dance of the gecko. I can't teach you dance, the gecko dance. Okay, let's do dance now, guys. This is not right, Namdi. Okay, let's do Drake. This is Drake's song. Tusi's live. No, we're gonna do Tusi's live accident. Okay, let's do it now. Okay, to myself. So this is it.
Black leather glove, no sequin. Buckles on the jacket, it's elite shit. Nike crossbody got a piece in. Gotta dance, but it's really on some street shit. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Hey, can't let this one slide. Don't you wanna dance with me? No, I can dance like Michael Jackson. I can beat it up. It's a thriller in the track. Where we from? Baby, don't you wanna dance with me? No, I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could give you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide.
So this is just
2000
shows
long, tired of not.
this pop music is
Hundred
public
shooters on my brother's block.
time.
Pedal off the road like I love it not, maybe not. I don't know what's wrong with me, I can't stop. Won't stop, never stop. Got so many ops, I be mistaken ops for other ops. Got so many people that I love out of trouble spots. Other than the family, I gotta see either you or me. That's just how I think it's either you or me. Just like that, too deep for you, baby. 2 or 3 of us about to creep where they staying. Black leather glove, no sequin. Buckles on the jacket, it's elite shit. Nike crossbody got a piece in. Gotta dance, but it's really on some street shit. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. Tusi slide, then I hit it.
Okay, dance now. You shouldn't give me copyright strike.
Sometimes if it's not the right time,
Hope it doesn't give me a copyright strike. Thank you guys for watching.